Welcome to Brand's Personality. God bless you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending where you are. We want to teach on a very vital topic, and we pray that you understand that. I want to just briefly talk on what we title communication. Actually, how to communicate love. How to communicate love. We just list it and then allow you to meditate on it. How to communicate love. So many people do not understand what love is. I can tell you that. So many people, married people, singles, unmarried, divorced, and all of that. So many people, leaders, do not understand what is love. Yes, I can tell you that. So many people. We have stayed with Ancient of Days, and I'm still staying with him, and he have taught me love. He have taught me love. What is love? I became to be very, very afraid to tell someone I love you, and even to use the word I love you. Definitions of so many things have changed. It's not the thing that changed, it's the meaning that have changed. So many things that we say. Example now, if you say respect, the meaning of respect have changed. To ancient men and women in 18th and 19th centuries, the meaning of respect and the meaning of respect now are no more the same. The meaning of value and the meaning of value now are no more the same. What people honored is no more what they honor now. So definitions of so many things have changed. Now we want to look at how do you communicate love? The channels that communicate love. Number one, voice. If you want to communicate love to somebody, you must speak it out. There should be a way of saying something. Don't just give something. Don't just stop in whatever you think. You must say something. Love is communicated through voice. You are looking at communication channels of love. That's what you are looking at. Communication channels of love. Communication channels of love. I think before we get into that, there is need to us to understand what is communication. You must understand that communication is not grammar and language. No. Communication is not speaking in a certain way. It's not talking in a certain way. Communication is not in grammar. It's not in language. It may pass through it, but it is not it. It may pass through those language, pass through those grammar, but it's not it. Communication is a way to decode a thing. That's what is communication. Is a way to decode a thing. It is a technology that allows understanding. That's communication. A technology that allows understanding. It is making of intent known to another. The making of intent known to another. It is seeking to bring another into your feeling, thought, action on what and how things happen in and within you and your environment. I love you to understand. I would like you to listen to that again. It is communication is communication seeks to bring another into your feeling, thought, action on what and how things happen in and within you and your environment. So you are trying to say something, you're trying to transfer your feeling, your thought, your action that is in you, that is within you, or in your family, in your environment, that is communication. So we want to look at channels of communication. Channels of communication, number one, we say is voice. Number two, contact or body touch. Contact or body touch. You can communicate something by hugging someone. You didn't say anything. You just hug the person. You have transferred a certain communication. Remember, it's a technology that allow understanding. It's a technology that allows understanding. All these definitions we are bringing is not from any book, or majority of them is not from any book. It's actually a download from the realm of the spirit. Yeah, he reviewed those things to me. So pay attention, please. He says it's a technology that allows understanding. It's a technology that allows understanding. It's a way to decode a thing. It's a way to decode a thing. It's a way to make your intent known to another. That's communication. So number one way of communicating is through voice. Number two is body contact or contact. Number three is gift and food. Gift and food. Gift and food is a way of communicating, or is a way of communication rather. Communicating love, communicating intention, communicating so many things. Gifts and food. Another way is demonstration and smile. Demonstration and smile. You don't know the power of smile. You don't know the power of demonstration until you enter in a place where you cannot talk. You cannot make use of your voice. You will understand that signs are very real. Demonstration and smile are a way of communicating love. Another way of communication is songs, through singing. Through singing. Songs are the channel of communication. Yeah. When you begin to sing, you begin to communicate. Have you not been in some certain places as they begin to sing? Sometimes people begin to cry. Sometimes people begin to feel energized. Sometimes people begin to feel like they want to fight. Sometimes people want to behave in a very violent manner because a song was sung, or a song was playing, or they are hearing a particular thing, because a communication is made through singing. Number next is letter and text. Letters and text. When you are writing or texting someone, you are actually trying to communicate a particular thing to him. It's a medium of communication, it's a channel of communication. Texting or writing. Letters are ways of communication. You may not say it, you don't have time to say it, or you may not even say it, and you begin to now pen it down. Another way of communication is dancing. 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 Dancing is a way of communicating. Another way of communication is names. You communicate by naming. What you call someone is actually a communication channel. This is why some people try to call some certain people a certain name in some certain environment or situation. You see some people calling someone my lion. You see some people calling someone baby. You see some people calling someone child. You see some people calling someone my hero. You see, they are trying to communicate something. They are communicating something. Names are channels of communication. Another way of communicating or channels of communication is respect and reaction towards commands and demand of anyone. Respect and reaction towards commands and so one can say something now, the way you reacted to it and the way you responded to it is a way of communication. You have communicated to the person a certain things about the person. It might be value, it might be I don't value you. I went somewhere, the man didn't say something, but the way he was behaving, I came to understand he communicated a certain thing to me that he took wisdom to manage that thing. Everybody, I think almost everybody saw that communication and understood it. Because remember, communication seeks to transfer understanding. So many people understood what the man was trying to communicate, or communicated rather, directly to me. But he didn't say any single word. He didn't say any single word. Because of this thing, the reaction towards commands and demands. Another way of communicating is communication channel is responsibility and position. Responsibility and position is another way of communicating. When they begin to give you a certain position, they have communicated to you. Yeah, if you don't know it now. When they begin to give you a certain responsibility, is a communication that you are beginning to learn, you are beginning to grow, you are beginning to do this, you are beginning to do that. They know. So be sensitive to know what they are trying to tell you. Be sensitive to know what they are trying to let you know. Another way of communication is appearance and dressing code. So many people do not understand this, that the way you appear is also a communication channel to people. You go and ask some married men and women the way they dress when they are in their room, and the way they dress when they are outside, and the way they dress when they are going to a certain occasion. There's a way you are dressed. There's a normal saying that says how you dress is how they dress. You see that? So there are people that dresses like that in order to pass a certain communication. There's a way you dress that we know. There's a way you dress again that we know that you are there. You see, dressing is also a communication channel. Don't forget that. So that is why you have to be careful how you appear. You have to be careful how you dress, so that you will not be saying something else, meanwhile your appearance or dressing code is saying something else. Next communication channel is color and symbols. Colors and symbols. You may not know this, it may sound strange, but that's true. Colors and symbols are also a channel of communication. Colors and symbols are also a channel of communication. Colors and symbols. There are some certain colors you go and ask spiritual people. You ask some ladies. You ask some guys. They will tell you, I don't like this. I like this. I need this color. I don't need this color. I need this symbol. There are some certain things they see. Ancient men, wise men, kings, rulers, people that are sitting in some certain sensitive position in a community, in a circle. There are some symbols they see. There's a kai. The Bible recorded that a king was drinking and suddenly a hand was writing on the wall or wrote on the wall. The man became very, very curious to find out what that was, and the meaning was given. A communication was decoded from it. See, you can sleep now and saw, or you can sleep now and see a certain symbol or color. It means a lot. Or you have seen before your one particular thing or the other in your dream. A symbol of something is actually a communication. Don't take it for granted. Another is drawing, sketching something. That's another way of communication. Sketching, when you draw some certain things and send it to someone, the person will know that, is that what he's trying to say? Is that what she's trying to say? You see that? Because you drew something. They saw a particular thing that you drew, and then they understand. Another way of communication is money. Money is also a communication channel. There is a way you give someone may just lost one thing or the other, and then you just came, you didn't say anything, you said that thing is how much? 50 million. All right, you sign a check or transfer 50 million. You have communicated so many things to the person. So many things. It might be that the person is crying, you don't know how to tell him sorry, you don't know how to tell her sorry, you just transfer the money. It might be that the person is crying and is looking for who will console him or her, but when you now send the money, you have killed so many things. It might be that the person is arguing over so many things. I will not do it over my dead body, and then you say all right, and then you transfer the thing. The person is okay. Let's now begin to rethink. You see that? Because the person you have communicated with money. Another way is caring and concern. Caring and concern. Caring and concern. Caring and concern is a way of communication, especially to a close friends, close people around you, in your family, in your working place. If you are the boss, if you are not even the boss, you must understand how to take care of the people around you. That care or caring and concern around people around you is a way of communication. Another way is instrument of sound. You communicate or channel of communication. Another one is instruments of sound. There is a way you handle a certain instrument and you begin to play it, and then it will begin to come. You didn't say anything. You are just trying to make sound through those things in a meaningful way. Don't just wake up and you are playing and they think you are mad. It must be something that is very, 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 very important. There is a pattern for it. Another way of communicating, communication channel, is a relationship you have decided to keep. Your ability to maintain a certain kind of people is also a communication channel. Yeah, relationship maintenance is a communication channel. You are saying that you can take some certain things. You are saying you have matured. You are saying that you have become this or that. Why? Not because of anything that you did. It's because they checked. You have kept somebody for a very long time. You have maintained a relationship for a very long time. They now said, oh, that guy, that girl is very, very this and that. Relationship. Another one is often visitation of places, locations, individuals. Often visitation is a way of communication. If you visit some certain place regularly or some certain people regularly, you are beginning to communicate both to the person and other people that are watching or observing you from afar. Visitation, visiting someone. You just visit a person, whether you are doing anything or not, is a sign and is a communication channel. And lastly is profession and skill. Profession and skill is another communication channel. What do you do? I'm a doctor. You have said something. You have communicated. What do you do? I'm a pastor. You have communicated. What do you do? I'm a musician. You have communicated. Your character, your lifestyle, what you can do, what you don't know what you have just said by just mentioning your profession and your skill. What do you do? I'm an engineer. What do you do? I am this. What do you do? I'm that. Now, those profession and skill that you have mentioned is clearly a communication channel to the person that have received it. The person can now decode and understand so many things about your own life. Yeah, your own life. I hope you are blessed. Engage this communication channel. You must not use one of them. You can use all. Wisdom have come to you. Understanding have been granted to you. Access have been given to you. So what do? You begin to engage them. That's what to do. You begin to engage them. Begin to engage them. The Lord bless you. In Jesus' precious name we have prayed. Amen.